Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Grant F here again. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about my top 5 favorite films of 2013. It's been a long time coming. I said several videos back that I was going to do this list, and now that we're in the month of March in 2014, this is way past due. I do apologize about that, but after I saw the Academy Awards this last Sunday, I was like, man, I really need to get this video back up. So, without further ado, I want to go ahead and get into my top 5 favorite films of 2013. My first movie up on my list is going to be The Wolf of Wall Street at number 5. Directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Jonah Hill, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matthew McConaughey, and a slew of other names, actors and actresses. This was, without a doubt, the funniest film of 2013, in my opinion. My sides were hurting. I was laughing so hard from beginning to end with this film. If you guys saw my video review for The Wolf of Wall Street, you do know how uncomfortable it was because I was right in between my mother and my father watching this on Christmas Day. Not exactly a holiday, type film that puts you in the good Christmas spirit mood, but absolutely loved The Wolf of Wall Street. The screenplay by Terrence Winter was just airtight. It was top notch. Just flat out hilarious. The directing by Martin Scorsese was just amazing. And Leonardo DiCaprio gives one of his best performances of his career. Even if it's kind of a comedic role, like it's just, he was so friggin' good as Jordan Belfort, as this corrupt Wall Street executive. And, again, I don't get why a lot of people thought that this movie was glamorizing, stockbrokers. I really didn't get that sense because it kind of showed the consequences that of his actions and showed what happened when he got caught. So, definitely check out The Wolf of Wall Street. It was an awesome film. Highly, highly recommend that film. So, on to number 4. This movie, I saw this opening day in IMAX 3D with my family. Was absolutely blown away by the visuals. Never seen anything like this. Gravity, directed by Alfonso Cuarón, starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. This was, without a doubt, the most visually stunning film of 2013. Being in the theater in IMAX 3D, you felt like you were just immersed. You felt like you were just in space floating with these characters. And not only was this just a visual marvel, it's also a great solo acting piece by Sandra Bullock. She did an amazing job. If it wasn't for her performance in this film, I don't think the film would have been as good. Yeah, it would have been a cool science fiction, dazzling, epic film, but without her performance, I think the movie would have fell flat. You really do feel for her character. You do find out a little bit about her backstory, and her character is kind of a tragic character, but she just rises up and becomes such a strong person by the end of the film that you're just like cheering and rooting for. Gravity, absolutely amazing film. You guys should go see this. It's out on Blu-ray. It looks incredible on Blu-ray. You're not going to get near as much as an immersive experience as you would if seeing this in IMAX, but it is an awesome film and worth a purchase for sure. Alfonso Cuarón did a great job directing this film. I watched some of the special features about how they pulled off some of the visual effects, and it's astounding how they did that. I mean, it's just incredible filmmaking. Incredible. Go see Gravity, guys. On to number 3. This was kind of a sleeper film. Not a lot of people have even heard of this film, but I saw this back in April of last year. Was absolutely blown away by it. Really thought-provoking film. That is The Place Beyond the Pines, starring Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, Eva Mendes, Ray Liotta, just a ton of other actors. This was one of the more darker films of the year, but it's so epic. Like, it's such a small film because it deals with real small town people, but it feels so epic because of the narrative. It's really, the main point of the film is this kind of the sins of the father are passed down to the son over generations, and the consequences that happen from either being a good parent or a bad parent, because in this film it goes both ways. But yeah, the always amazing and talented Ryan Gosling did a phenomenal job. But in my opinion, I think Bradley Cooper stole the show as this cop, caught in a peculiar situation, a peculiarly uncomfortable situation. And Eva Mendes, you just felt so sorry for her because she was stuck in the middle and really didn't know which way to turn. Absolutely amazing film. I don't want to give too much away about the plot. If you do want to hear more about the film, I do have a video review for this. Go watch that under one of my videos. And yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys go see The Place Beyond the Pines. It really, really made me think after I saw it, just because it deals with so many different, you know, dilemmas and moral consequences and things like that. So yeah, go check out Place Beyond the Pines. Awesome film. Derek Cianfrance directed this film. Same guy that directed Blue Valentine, starring Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams. That's also a really good film. Really dark though, really depressing, but I also recommend that as well. But yeah, Place Beyond the Pines. My second favorite film of 2013. We're kind of getting into really dark, disturbing territory with this film. But nonetheless, I was blown away by this film when I saw the trailer for it. I saw that and I was just like, I want to see this film. I have to see this. I can just already tell that the acting is going to be astounding, and I was just absolutely blown away by this film. Prisoners, directed by Denis Villeneuve. Villeneuve, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Very talented filmmaker, a very talented cast. You have Terrence Howard, Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Viola Davis, Maria Bello, Paul Dano, Melissa Leo. Huge cast. Very dark film though. Has to deal with child abduction. If you're someone who has kids, you probably won't want to watch this movie because you're going to have a heart attack and die. I didn't have kids, and thank God I didn't, because I think I would be very terrified watching this film. But in that instance, it can be hard to watch, but it's still an amazing film. Definitely recommend Prisoners. I think Jake Gyllenhaal gives the best performance of his career, and Hugh Jackman gives one of the best performances of his career as well. It really raises the question of, like, what would you do in this situation if you had to protect your family? How far would you go to do that? And I think that's why this is such a amazing, thought-provoking film. Very dark, very disturbing, but very great film. Solid performances all around. Check out Prisoners. Awesome. All right, my number one favorite film of 2013. You guys probably saw this coming if you saw my video review for this, because you knew how serious I was in describing it because of its subject matter. But yeah, I have got to give kudos to Steve McQueen's 12 Years a Slave. Was so happy that this won Best Picture at the Academy Awards Sunday night. An absolutely amazing film. This is really one of the only films that I can think of where, not during the movie, but after I left the theater, after I was driving home, that I started crying. Because usually if something on screen happens that is like really sad or depressing, usually that's when most people would get kind of, tears in their eyes. But it hit me hard after I left the film, because I knew that this was a true story and that this was actually how people were treated. African Americans were treated back then, and it's just sickening to think of that. This was without a doubt the best film of 2013. The main actor, Chiwetel Ejiofor, gives an absolutely phenomenal performance as Solomon Northup as the lead. He was incredible. He tells everything that you need to know about him just through his eyes and through the pain that you can just see in his face, and the shock of him bearing witness to all this macabre and just disturbing scenes that are going on around him, around all these plantations. And it was an amazing performance. Lupita Nyong'o and Michael Fassbender, also phenomenal performances, perfect performances. I'm so happy that Lupita Nyong'o won Best Supporting Actress as Patsy. A scene in particular where she is being whipped is just, it'll like get your heart racing and just make the hairs on your arms stand up. It's just such a shocking but powerful, powerful scene. She was absolutely incredible in this film. Michael Fassbender, this is like one of the most talented actors working today. He is without a doubt the his character is without a doubt the most evil person ever, and you literally just wanted to spit at the screen at this guy because of this is just his mindset of how he thinks black people are, and like what he you know his actions are without consequence because he just thinks that they're cattle, they're property, and that's just a testament to the actor Michael Fassbender, that he just portrayed such an evil person so well. Easily one of the best performances of the year. Just an amazing performance. Steve McQueen's direction, he is a director that just does not shy away. He doesn't cut away. There's lots of long, extended shots without, cuts or takes where you're just watching something or someone for a couple of minutes, 3, 4, maybe even 5 minutes, and it's all that more effective because of that, because it lets you know that this is something that really happened and it wants you to really think on it. I was absolutely blown away by this film. After I saw the film, I started like doing research and watching documentaries about slavery, and just because it really opened my eyes to how bad and terrible the institution of slavery was and is. I mean, unfortunately, there actually still is slavery in some countries, even in the year 2014, with human trafficking and the sex trade and all these horrible things that are still going on in other countries, and it's just it's amazing that that's still around. But yeah, 12 Years a Slave, guys, go rent, buy, download this movie on demand. Please, please go see this film. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, guys, that is my top 5 favorite films of 2013. I hope you guys liked my list. If you guys feel differently, tell me your list under the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more. And hopefully I'll have another video review up for you guys within the next couple of weeks. So you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.